the 29th of August in the year 2025. And this is directly from the shelter in Kiev, Radio Shelter. And I'm Tony Eastern. And we love to bring you tonight some women friendly rock and pop songs that we are sure you will understand and enjoy. And tonight we start with some action. Fine Young Cannibals with She Drives Me Crazy. Fine Young Cannibals with She Drives Me Crazy. Something else to begin with. A group founded in 1984 in Birmingham, England, and an enormous hit in 1988 as it went to number one in Canada and in America. The song is from their second album, The Raw and the Cooked, and has another hit on it, a number one hit in fact, Good Thing. The falsetto voice of Ronald Gift is the big attraction on this song. A voice that, by the way, is not there on the second number one hit. The style is new wave, a bit funk, and belongs very much to the 80s, where there's a strong concentration on the lead singer of the group. As you probably know, the song is still often used for movies, commercials, and so on. In this way, not so stupid to have the words like they made them. Roland wrote the song together with the bass player, David Steele, as they wrote most songs themselves. In the early 90s, the band more or less stopped, and the three guys went their own way. Roland started a solo career and made in the early 20s a solo album and did all kinds of different things. Very strange story. Two world number one hits and then silence. All three members still alive, and Roland is today 68 and is now also next to singing an actor. Let's go to Marina. Hi Marina, summer in Kiev?
Hi, Tony. Not too much, and certainly not what I can remember me as a child more in the south. But I believe next week will be a bit warmer again. But since the war, the weather became not so important anymore as the bigger things take the place of smaller things. Again, enormous silence on the peace negotiation to be planned. So strange as first nothing else in the press, and the next day one can hardly find information about Ukraine in the news. No idea why this is the case. Yes, probably it is all a political game. Here in Kiev, the holidays get to the end, and children started to go to the school again, and from the outside, everything is okay. I am also back to work, and as you know, I am in the music world, and we will have our first concerts after the holiday again. Is the war stopping the music in Kiev? No, not at all. It is good for the performers and it is good for the public to have some entertainment. Again, I stay optimistic, not because what I hear and see, but because it is the only way to continue. Talk to you next week. Bye, Tony.
Thanks, Marina. Wait for you next week. A French song now on shelter. Although all the French do not help Ukraine too much, we still play a song in French. Chanson sur ma drôle de vie. Véronique Sanson.
Tu m'as dit que j'étais faite pour une drôle de vie. J'ai des idées dans la tête et je fais ce que j'ai envie. Je t'emmène faire le tour de ma drôle de vie. Je te verrai tous les jours. Si je te pose des questions, qu'est-ce que tu diras? Et si je te réponds, qu'est-ce que tu diras? Si on parle d'amour, qu'est-ce que tu diras? Si je sais que tu m'aimes la vie, que tu aimes au fond de moi, me donne tous ces emblèmes, me touche quand même du bout de ses doigts. Même si tu as des problèmes, tu sais que je t'aime, ça t'aidera. Laisse les autres totems, tes drôles de poèmes et viens avec moi. On est partis tous les deux pour une drôle de vie. On est toujours amoureux et on fait ce qu'on a envie. Tu as sûrement fait le tour de ma drôle de vie. Je te demanderai toujours. Si je te pose des questions, qu'est-ce que tu diras? Et si je te réponds, qu'est-ce que tu diras? Si on parle d'amour, qu'est-ce que tu diras? Si je sais que tu m'aimes la vie, que tu aimes au fond de moi, me donne tous ces emblèmes, me touche quand même du bout de ses doigts. Même si tu as des problèmes, tu sais que je t'aime, ça t'aidera. Les autres totems, tes drôles de poèmes, viens avec moi. Et si je sais que tu m'aimes la vie, que tu aimes au fond de moi, me donne tous ces emblèmes, me touche quand même du bout de ses doigts. Même si tu as des problèmes, tu sais que je t'aime, ça t'aidera. Laisse les autres totems, tes drôles de poèmes, et viens avec moi.
Véronique Sanson with Chanson sur ma drôle de vie. This is what I call an interesting song. Simple but special. It was the big breakthrough for Veronique in 1972 and from her first album Amoureuse. She wrote the song herself, and it is clear that she used the guitar for this and not the piano. It became a big hit in France and a classic song in between all those French chansons. The success of the song led to issues in other countries as well, including America. The song is not as well in English, strangely enough, as a few of her earlier songs were. The song in English means Song About My Strange Life. The voice of Veronique seems to fit with the text, and that is not so easy to copy. In the early 70s, not so many women singers existed, chansonnières as they're called. So this is quite special. Veronique was born in 1949, close to Paris. She married in 1973 Stephen Stills, yes, the guy from Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and went to live in the USA. She continued to make songs in French, and some of them she translated in English. Marriage with Stills ended in 1979, and then a long relation with Michel Berger, the former husband of the popular lady singer France Gall, Song Festival winner. But it also went wrong. She has a turbulent personality, and she's still alive and is 76 years old at the moment. We stay in America with James Carr, A Man Needs a Woman.
When I was the age of 3, my dear mother had a little talk with me. She said a woman can be a contrary little thing, but son, she mean the whole world to a man. If I hadn't loved your dad this way, he wouldn't be the big man he is today. Don't you know a man needs a woman? No man got to have a woman to carry on. To carry on. To carry on. Just like the fish needs the ocean, just like a rough hand need a little lotion. Like the windows need paint, like the highway needs 2 lanes. Don't you know a man needs a woman? No man got to have a woman to carry on. To carry on. Just like the vampire needs blood, like a dirt dog needs a little mud, just like the darkness needs a little light, just like the fisherman, he needs a little bite now. Oh yeah. Don't you know a man needs a woman? No man got to have a woman to carry on. To carry on. To carry on. Just like the boxer needs blood, just like me, I need a little love. Like the soldier needs a gun, like a hamburger needs bun. I need you, yes I do. I need you just to see me through. I got to have you, baby.
A Man Needs a Woman, James Carr. Old American soul. and in my opinion, one of the best traditional soul singers. There are a few of them. Most of you will know. Otis Redding, Percy Sledge, Wilson Pickett, and Carr certainly belongs in between them. The song looks a lot like When a Man Loves a Woman and Take Time to Know Her. First one written in 1966 and the second one in 1968, very close to each other and rather close to this song. A remarkable fact. James Carr is born in 1942 in Coahoma in the state of Mississippi and died in Memphis 2001. He is a true representative of American Southern soul, which is a bit raw but also very intimate. It is, of course, also related to the blues and to the gospel music. This song can be found on his second album, Dark Side of the Street. And this title song became his biggest hit. I advise you also to listen to this song. James Carr did not get the recognition he deserved, and that might be because he had a lot of mental disturbances and was not promoted as much as others by the song fabric Goldway Records, where the songs were composed. Three guys made the songs and promoted them. I'm happy to show you James Carr tonight. Our next song is Crazy by Daniela Andrade.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. Just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. Come on now, who do you think you are? Ha ha ha, bless your soul. You really think you're in control? I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. And I think you're crazy, just like me. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. And it's no coincidence I've come. And I can die when I'm done. Maybe I'm crazy, but maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Probably.
Daniela Andrade with the famous song Crazy, so-called bedroom pop, quiet and melancholic, and this for a young girl. She has Honduras roots and was born in 1992 in Montreal, in Canada. Her real name is much longer and has elements of her artist name in it. But her surname is Rivera. This song is originally from 2006 and from Gnaers Barkley and a soul song. Daniela changed this into a sort of acoustic song with only a guitar and her soft voice. She also did more songs that have been big numbers by others, like La Vie en Rose and The Scientist by Coldplay. The song got an enormous boost as it was used by the Netflix film Umbrella Academy in 2020. All in all, her songs had over 300 million viewers. Interesting concept, but you need the voice. On now to Deborah Parler with the song Closing Time.
Feel ashamed that you can't stay. Let's not play and pretend, just in the light. Closing time, you and I. One last night to celebrate, one more chance to say, hold me tight, it's alright. One last night to call you mine, it's closing. I've been afraid for this day to come, but now it's here. I don't want it to end. Lately I've been waiting for a change, a second chance that heaven sent. Let's not play and pretend, just in the light. Closing time, you and I. One last night to celebrate, one more chance to say, hold me tight, it's alright. One last night to call you mine, it's closing. When I leave you behind for another last time, and the days are passing in an endless line, I try to stand my ground, return the love that we found, trying to forget you over one more round until it's closing time. Closing time, you and I. One last night to celebrate, one more chance to say, hold me tight, baby, it's alright. One last night to call you mine, it's closing time. Hold me tight, it's alright. One last night to call you mine, it's closing time.
Deborah Parler with Closing Time. Surprisingly, a Dutch lady with a strong preference for country music. in combination with some American West Coast elements. She is a young girl born in the city of Breda in Holland and now living in Amsterdam. This is her first single and was played and supported very much, especially in Holland, but did not become a hit. And this also goes for her following songs. Maybe a bit too much country. The song is about saying goodbye, so nothing special, and was written by herself. This in combination with the popular Dutch group Bluff. Her true name is not the beautiful Parlor, but de Groot, a typical Dutch name, and certainly no artist name. She is a bit secretive about her age, but she's young. Last song for this evening, as always, something special. And this time, and I don't say this every week, really special. The Manfred Man with Come Tomorrow.
If the song of the songbird could replace my wrong word, then my dear, that's the song I would borrow. And tonight you would hear the saddest song of the year, and you'd be mine once again come tomorrow. If the song of the swallow could reveal my sorrow, then my dear, he would sing just for you. And tonight you would hear the saddest song of the year, and you'd be mine once again come tomorrow. Just tonight, while in flight on your windowsill, they'd lie to tell you all of my tears. And tonight you would hear the saddest song of the year, and you'd be mine once again come tomorrow. If the song of the swallow could reveal my sorrow, then my dear, he would sing just for you. And tonight you would hear the saddest song, oh, of the year, and you'd be mine once again come tomorrow. Oh yes, tonight you'd hear the saddest song of the year, and you'd be mine once again come tomorrow. Sing, 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 Mr. Songbird, come on and sing just one little swallow.
Come Tomorrow, Manfred Mann. Fantastic song and quite a big hit in 1965. It is the voice of the lead singer, Paul Jones, that makes the difference. This guy could really sing and still does. Born in 1942, and after he left the group, Manfred Mann, he started a solo career and also became an actor. He still does both things. The group Manfred Mann is from the early 60s and had quite a big number of big hits before they stopped at the end of the 60s under the name Manfred Mann and continued under the new name Manfred Mann's RSK Band. Manfred was a percussion player and is still around, being born in 1940. You seem to get old when you were a member of the Manfred Mann group. This song more or less disappeared, but Shelter brings it back. The song is not written by them and was originally a blues song from 1961, but the person for whom it was originally written turned it down. It went up to number 5 in America and in England even higher. It was also a hit in other countries. As you know, we play for you well-selected songs from mainly the 60s and the 70s. big hits and forgotten special ones. Some of them you certainly will recognize, as they are still often played or used for movies and commercials. We give a small story with each song. Radio Shelter plays only songs we love, and we hope we please you with our choice. And please do not forget to subscribe to our wonderful Radio Shelter and get every new broadcasting automatically on your device. Next to push on subscribe, you should also push on the bell on the screen to make it all perfect and to enjoy us every Friday. We wish you a good and, of course, a very safe week on behalf of Radio Shelter, Marina, and myself. And please tune in next Friday. And I am Tony Eastern. So long.
Привіт усім! Мене звати Настя, і я співачка у дівочому поп-гурті Melody Girls of Ukraine, тут, у Києві. Від щирого серця бажаю кожному з вас доброти, миру та любові.